All right. Hello, everybody. I changed. Hopefully the stream quality is better than it was last time. Apparently, I was streaming at like half the recommended bitrate, but that has been changed now, so hopefully it's better. Anyway, are you first? No. It was Yui Galaxy. That is the... Yeah, that guy was first. When's discount percent video coming? When I can make it. The discount's not going to happen until the 15th, so 3 more days. So you can bet that it'll probably happen in 3 days. But, funny story. So, if you're in my Discord, you might already know this. But I have 3 dummy accounts. Okay? One of them only had 300 acorns, so I didn't bother. But the other 2, I spun to see if I'd get Outlaw. I got it in second try on one of them. And then the next one, I got it first try. And so I was like, hell yeah. This is my lucky day. I got 7 spins on my main free-to-play account, on the RuFFles account. I got 7 spins, I spun 7 times, and I got nothing, bro. But it's, yeah. I'll probably make it into a short, though. You shouldn't spin it unless you have the full amount, and that's a good... I mean, it's a good reason why, right? That's a good... It's a good visual reference for you. Like, if you get unlucky, then you just end up with nothing. And though I don't personally mind a whole lot, what I will say is that it's a little bit unfortunate because I probably won't be able to get anything. I probably won't be able to like get any epic whatever stuff. You are continuing it, bruh. Okay. But yeah, so I'm probably not going to be able to get Cheetah when the price drops. I mean, unless I get like freaking 2,000 acorns or whatever it ends up being. In the next 3 days. You got it in 7 spins? Nice. Yeah. I shouldn't have spun it, but I did anyway. Anyway, so what we're gonna do today. What we're gonna do today is I'm thinking I'm gonna start in tier 10 and then work my way backward. And I'm just gonna try Continuum 16 on everything. I don't have it yet, but I'll spin it. I always save this, yeah. Extremely low chances. You can get a free token. People are going to ask me, oh, should I spin the token or not? It's going to give you credits. The token from the event. It's just going to give you credits. So do with that information what you will. Is Silverthorn useless for its tier? I mean, yeah, kinda. Yeah, kinda. I would say so. Continuum on the new mech will be amazing? Yeah, some people think it will. I'm not sure. This is usually what happens, though. Like when you're spinning, when you're gambling on these crates, like you shouldn't. You should just don't. The only way to make it not a gamble is to just get all of the tokens, or to make sure that you have all of the resources before spinning it, right? Then it's like you know for a fact that you're getting it, and that's what you should always do. You have 3,000 acorns when discount hits. Do you get Aegis or Redeemer? You only have Revoker right now? What do you mean you only have Revoker? I would say Aegis is the better tier 5 mech. If you're in tier 6, then you should get Orion. If you don't have it anyway. You saw a Lancer figure? Yeah. Well, bam. It's beautiful. They sent that to all the official content creators for like the anniversary. Pretty cool, yeah. Aegis is OP in your heart. I mean, when you're in tier 5, Aegis is legitimately OP. It's not even an opinion thing. You only gambled once. It was with Lodestar, and you got it first spin. That's crazy. Yeah, quit while you're ahead, right? A lot of people will use that as an excuse to gamble again and then waste all their A coins on nothing. Can I copy your hanger for a video? Nah. No, probably not. It does kind of remind me how much money you spend on Macarena. My one account is free to play, so none on that account. And then this account, I just buy the battle pass every so often, if there's a good one. And that's mostly what ends up going into it. This battle pass I did not buy, because there's no skins. It's just garbage implants that I already have. Say, will you get this? I say this and get 750 A coins. It's real. Okay, so he thinks that I can speak things into existence. That's not gonna happen, bro. Ain't how it works. Arachnos with Continuum will give you maximum pain. What do you think? I think Stasis Beam would be worse, so I'd rather use Continuum at the very least. Got your Sentinel to rank 6 with double pod gun 10s. Yeah, I don't know why you bothered upgrading Sentinel at all, to be honest, but you know what? I'll just leave that as it is. Workshop, hello. If you got Overdriver 8 and you're free to play, then which mech would you use it on? You're using it on Orion, that's not a good idea. I would use it on Aegis for sure. Aegis is the best minigun mech that I have, and Overdriver is essentially a substitute minigun. Works pretty similarly. And it has similar DPS as well. Caladosia, hello, how are you? You think Stalker with Quantum is OP? Well, it tells me a lot about what stage of the game you're in. Like, it really does. Yeah, now it's replaced with this crap. Don't care, don't care. Alright, let's go here. Scroll down to the sniper weapons. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna cost a bit. Oh, I don't have the freaking. Yeah, I guess that's one other thing that I could use for the battle pass is the credits. Some people got very upset seeing me spend 9,000 A coins on credits, but look. What do you want from me? At this point. Okay. Alright, there's these. When does this end? 2 days? Ish. I'm gonna try to get the Seeker skin on this account. The other account I don't care, obviously, because I don't have Seeker. But on this one, I'll try to get it. I have so many fortune keys as well. Every now and again. If I close and reopen the game, this should be replaced. This reward should be replaced with some number of credits, which should tell me how. Which should tell me what the token compensation is. So let me just do that real quick. Jiva, hello. I'll at this. 20,000 credits, yeah. That's all you're going to get from the token if you wait for exchange. Let's take a screenshot of that. Is that block horn on your wallpaper? Yeah. That was a thing I made like last year for like an art competition. What else can you use overdrivers on? Anything that's like, it's like a mid-range brawler weapon. So if you don't want to use it on a close quarters mech because that's a waste of a close quarters mech. A close quarters mech could be using a weapon that has lower range but higher DPS, right? So something like a Seeker doesn't need range, so it can use weapons that have lower range but higher DPS. So that's a waste if you use it on something like that. Something like, let's say, Orion is another good example. Somebody said that they're using it on Orion. That's not a good idea, because Orion is like very much a glass cannon type thing. And so for Orion, you want to minimize the amount of exposure you have, but your ability helps you deal a lot of damage. So you want like burst damage weapons that'll kill stuff really, really quickly. Like Railgun. Railgun does that extremely, extremely well. So Overdriver is best used for like slower brawler type things, which usually ends up being tanks. So like Aegis, Sentinel, rank 4 Ares, that sort of thing. Panther as well could be half decent. Stalker is a bit more of an in the glass cannon territory, but if you do have mods on it, then I guess it probably could work. A maxed Tengu I don't think would be phenomenal, but Tengu's not like super fast, so maybe. Zephyr definitely not. I mean, like, Overdriver DPS is good, and Zephyr probably wouldn't do terrible with it, but yeah, Zephyr needs as much DPS as quickly as possible for that 3-second EMP time. You just got to think about it in terms of the ability, you know? It's like, what makes sense to put with the ability, the mech ability that you're using, right? It's not, a lot of people think it's just as simple as good weapon plus good mech equals good build. It's like, it's not that simple. It's, no. Sometimes that's the case, but in a lot of cases it doesn't. It ends up, it at very least ends up with you having the wrong mentality about certain things. Anyway, yeah. Let's where are you at? This fine fellow. I have currently the 12s on you, so I'm gonna replace these. What do I have? I still have the Reaver 8s on Tango. I'm probably gonna replace this build with like, I don't know. Let's do Railgun Orion. Some people are asking if Railgun Orion is still good at late game. I do have 2 legendary sniper pilots, so that should be fine. I would rather have shield piercing, damage. Do I have Orion on something else? Damage piercing, I guess reload, definitely want reload, and then cooldown is the other thing I want. Right. And then get rid of you. Replace this with, like, Revokers for Seeker. I mean, sure, if you want to be lame about it. Yes, Revoker is the meta weapon for Seeker. That's the reason that I'm not using it, is because it's more interesting for me to use something that's not quite as OP. Stormwrack Aegis. You know what? Fine. I want to make the distinction between my Stormwrack Aegis and your Stormwrack Aegis. For most, this applies to most people. Not everybody, but most people. If you do not have the legendary reload implant, You should not be using Stormrack on Aegis. With the implant, I can get off two full salvos of Stormracks during the ability duration. Otherwise, I can only get off one. And that's extremely bad. That's 10 seconds of shield time wasted with a weapon that, like, you could have used 2 seconds of shield time. So it's a massive waste of potential DPS. And then for you, I'll use, like, I don't know. What's a weapon? Fuse Mortar. Does anybody here actually think Fuse Mortar's good? Because I've been saying it's not good. And it came out for free-to-play somewhat recently. And people are like, some people were saying that they thought it was good. I probably won't use it on Vortex specifically, but does anybody actually think it's good? Because I don't think so. Fuse Mortar's rubbish, he says. Will the repricing affect blueprints? No. I don't know why it would. Fuse Mortar's terrible. Okay, good. So we're all in agreement. In that case, we can use Overdrive or something. What do you want me to use Overdriver on? Overdriver is the other relevant weapon at the moment. Try and use Tetra Rifle? I could. Dread Shot. I think Howler's the next free-to-play weapon, but after that is Dread Shot. Some people are gonna get it, but man. Blueprint requirement, you mean? Oh, yeah, it should affect the blueprint requirement, you're right. What's my favorite weapon? I'm a simple man. Minigun. Berserker, Lacewing Missile Rack, Stormrack Vortex. I mean, yeah, Stormrack Vortex is good. I'm already using Stormrack. You feel like Pod Gun is better for Orion than Railgun as the homing mechanic match? See, that's what I was saying for a while, but after using it, I don't think that's the case. And I think specifically the reason is because Orion puts a lot of potential damage onto somebody, and that gives you the opportunity to kill them extremely quickly. You're kind of negating your own, the most valuable upside that you have. You're depleting the value of that by using a weapon with damage delay. I think that's part of the reason. I thought the same thing, but after using both for a while, I think I'm leaning more toward Railgun. Trench shot. No, guys, look, this is Continuum stream, so I'm just throwing extra stuff in here. I'm just throwing extra stuff in here for the sake of, like, having extra builds. I'll use Overdriver on not any heavy mix. Yeah, I'll do Parasite. Why not? I don't think I need cooling on Parasite. I would like to have... Wait, I don't have redirection range. That's annoying. Wait, I'll use that later in a second. I don't need that. I don't need that, so I can use cooldown and duration on you. I may as well use this skin, even though this skin is, like, not phenomenal. It's the only legendary one I have. And I feel obliged to use a legendary skin, with the exception of Orion, because I only have this one, and though it's cool, I get tired of it after a while. It doesn't look good with any weapon. Like, there's only like 3 weapons that look good with this skin, that like actually match the skin. The skin itself looks great, but there's no weapons that pair well with it. I don't have this one. This is the achievement one, so I just use this one all the time. The base skin looks nice anyway. I'm fine with it. Yeah, and then you get this pilot. The nice thing about Continuum is that it's a 1 implant weapon, so I can use damage and cooldown and nothing else because I can't use anything else. So that's fine. I just have no 3rd implant. God Outlaw? No, very nice, very nice. Can Parasite be considered meta? Yeah, it could. It's like, I mean, if you watched my tier list video, which clearly you didn't, but you should, it's like honorary meta, right? Where it's like enough people use it to be considered meta, but it's not like the classic meta like Deathwalker or Surge or whatever like that, right? Like not a ton of people use it, but enough people use it. All right, so yeah, we're gonna start it off on this fine fellow. You sunk at aiming so podgun but over railgun. I mean, fair enough, I suppose. I got a guy. I got yes, sir. Just what I like to hear. He's right there. I was gonna say I wonder what he has, but I think we can all guess what he has. Wait, no, he has a guided thing. Never mind. I was incorrect. I could not guess what he had. What the heck? Helix rack. These sound hefty. I mean, they are 16s, but you know what I'm saying? What's the base range on these? Like 130? Dang it. I feel like staggering shots is better. Because it gives you a more constant damage output. It makes it easier to like line up your shots. Oh, there's the surge. There's the surge. Obligatory. Obligatory. Can't live without it. Just constant damage. It's so this sounds kind of obnoxious after a while, but it's funny too. What is he shooting at? Nothing. Okay, cool. Cool. Thanks, Spot. Thank you for your contribution. We're all very proud. Nice, I got him with the ability. I just barely was not inside of that. You know, this is not actually that bad. I don't hate it. I don't think Continuum is like a fantastic weapon, and I don't think that this is a fantastic mech. So the combination is probably not going to be amazing, but I do not hate it. Man, I feel like the damage stack does not actually... Does anyone feel like the damage of this thing does not stack properly? Ow, and what I mean is like when you're dealing damage to them and building up that ability damage, it doesn't, like half the time it doesn't register, or it just like randomly goes back down to 0 for no reason. I feel like that happens a lot. The player had some scuffed builds, so I'm not surprised that we're winning here. I don't know what all he had, but he had like a Arc Torrent Surge and a Helix Rack Panther, so... Yeah. Westar, hello. How are you? Will I ever accept your friend request? No, probably not. Plus I get like, I don't know, 20 friend requests a day. What am I supposed to do? Just unfriend all everybody constantly just to add the new people constantly? At some point I run out of space, right? What is this? You know, speaking of crates, I technically could have opened some crates to try to get some blueprints, but yeah, I think we all know it wouldn't have happened. Anyway, yeah, this is, yeah, not too bad. I was gonna move on to the next one. I don't have any skins for you. Well, I do have this. Spasmus open. Pilot. This is a good one, though. See, here's the thing. Volti really likes to have as many ability implants as possible. So a weapon that doesn't require implants is very beneficial. This could be decent. This could be decent. It is Volti, though, so... Compare Viper and Overdriver? Yeah, I'm going to. There's some footage that I need to record on the test server, but I don't have access to the test server at the moment. So I can't. I cannot do that. I think BMP is in the process of making a video, though. Cool. We have only bots. But that's fine. What happened to Chungus? What do you mean? What did happen to Chungus? Did something happen to Chungus? Oh, I got one of them with the ability. Oh, you get out of here, stupid. Oh, that's pretty obnoxious. Dang it, yeah, that's annoying. Because when they stand next to each other, it reduces the ability time, which is dumb. The sound this makes is ridiculous, though. Okay. Almost as ridiculous as the Suppressor 16. Come on. I hate when the bots, they always stand next to each other as soon as you hit them with the Volti thing. They freaking know. They know that it makes it worse. They're nerds. Ow. Oh. No, I'm dead. Yeah. Wait. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Let's go. Just use the freaking post. Excuse you. No, please. Don't fart on me. Don't fart. Okay. Shh, don't clip that. I'm dead. Yep. Okay. Sounds like throwing a pan at a metal wall. That's what I'm saying, dude. Archdemon, much appreciated, sir. Thank you very much. With that, you can go watch. You can go watch the Fluke clan get absolutely bodied by a bunch of competitive teams. There's some. Uh-oh. There's a couple members only live stream replays you could go watch. We didn't do good, but we were there when it happened, and that's what's important. In similar news, though, I'll have to announce this in like a post or something, but like a members only post. The tournament we were participating in got canceled. The host had some, like, pretty serious life stuff to deal with. And so he just can't be managing it right now. Totally understandable, but unfortunate for everybody, I'm sure. So yeah, that's probably the end of that for us. Although if any of the other teams were hoping to fight us, like if any of those guys are in the chat right now, if any other teams were hoping to fight us, like, reach out. Yeah, we can play a couple. We were planning to be in it for, like, the regular season at very least, like, which is I think 8 weeks, and then the finals for the last 4 weeks. But we were not making it to the finals, not with our track record. It's just begun. Who wants some? Yeah, Pablo's ready for you, dude. Yeah, keep in mind if you wanna challenge us, just keep in mind Pablo might bring Cryo Launcher and he'll mess you up. Galactus, hello. You accidentally started tournaments, muscle memory. That's crazy. Fair enough, though. Expressor Pin says, look at the new announcements. New announcements for what? Sorry, I scrolled back a little bit to see what else, if there's something else before that you said. Or were you talking about the Noble tournament? Yeah, I found out about that. I'm gonna run solo because I feel like at this SP, there's little enough players as is. So to maximize the chances of me actually running into people, I'm gonna run solo. And I think another thing, like in similar fashion, when it comes to my free-to-play streams, I think from now on I'm probably gonna only invite like 2 people. Because even at lower SP, full squad, you're not running into people. It's pretty much exclusively bots. Which is pretty boring, right? But teams of 3 usually do fine at that SP. And then solo is usually the best chance at this one. CONTINUUM 16 Panther. Yeah, we'll get to that. I'm just working down the list. So this was not the worst, but Volti really prefers guided weapons, I think. You, on the other hand, another decent ability mech, right? Because I can use this, I can use this, and I can use this. Cooldown, damage, which I'll upgrade, why not? Damage and area. Dreadnought cannot use the regular ability damage implant. As you might notice, it doesn't even show up in this list of recommended implants. The only damage implant Dreadnought can use is the mech specific one. That's why I have it. For anyone who is maybe wondering. Yeah, we'll just keep it like Dreadnought OP. Use Silverthorn without weapons, just its ability. Nah. Maybe I could make a video with something like that eventually, but that is not what we're doing today. Shrike 66, let's go. I like to go left here, because if you go right, you're a little bit too easy prey for people who are on that side. Like, this is the safer side, and it's the same with the other side. Yeah, he's going left as well, because the left is the safer side on both areas. And he just loops around. He loops up and around. Easy enough. He is a fast mech. I'm gonna guess a Surge, not an Eclipse. I actually don't know. But that looks a little faster than... Oh, no, it's a mailman. I was gonna say, it looks a little faster than the classic... Oh, hi. No, please. Oh. He beats me up with Ember Gun. I mean, to be fair, there's a other bot over there, but still. Cringe. Alright, well, let's just skill issue on my part. I cannot with these bots, dude. Yeah, I just had to wait your resistance out. Wasn't a big deal. Coming back from this might be a little rough. There's the Eclipse, okay. Minigun Eclipse. I swear, if I see a Dreadnought in my match, bro, this guy. You know, I might go Aegis. Is he gonna go up? I hope he goes up. Thank you. Give my radius something to bounce off of. Where I was not a great place to be. Nice. If he stuck up on this ramp, I actually would have had a really hard time killing him. Because firing Stormax upward, not easy. But I don't think he knew what I was, so he had really no way of knowing that that would have been a good idea. Okay, bye. Good talk, though. I think... Did he give up? He was just standing there for a second. We're doing good right now. We're doing good right now. No, please don't Voltu me to death. Okay. Fun fact, if you kill a Voltu while the ability is active, it stops damaging you. See? I want to make a video about all of, like, a bunch of, like, random facts like that. That are really useful to know. My mans, what do you have? Oh no. Ha! Yes, it's Stormer Guardian. We're kind of losing. We're kind of losing right now. Which ain't great. Come on, I just need to see him for a second here. Oh, never mind, he's dead. Fair enough. He doesn't have a disability. There we go. Man, getting through those blockades, the bots use like the solid blockades, which are the strongest ones. Players don't use them for obvious reasons because it's really bad against like Revokers, but I don't really use Revoker. And so it's a big problem for me. Oh no! Ah! He had an EM rifle Orion. That's so unfortunate. Oh, wait, no. They did the Mech Spotlight thing. They did exactly what the Mech Spotlight thing told them was a good idea. Which is sad. Because usually the Mech Spotlights are not really accurate. Well, I guess, is it sad or is it a good thing? I don't know. You decide. He is out of mechs, though, the player is. I'll just go for this. Not bad. Nice. I think we got kind of lucky with that. What controller you use? You talking to me? I'm on mouse, like on PC. If you're talking to me, I don't use controller. Oh no. Gotta reload the game. Just a Lancer right behind you, watch out. Yeah. Oh, that's why they killed my game. Yay, I can spend money. Let's go, man. They would have said that there's a free thing in there. I actually didn't read the whole thing. Maybe they did, but I don't think so. If there was a free thing on the Plarium store, they probably would have mentioned it. But I'll check anyway. Hold on. Collect these things. Come on. Usually it's not this slow. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Chi-chi. Nice Orion, by the way. And the Guardian, man. That's crazy. I did not expect to see that. Special event offers. Yeah, no, there's nothing. Hold on, let me check them though. 300 A coins and random crap for $2. Nah. The cheaper ones are usually the best value for money, actually. Like, legitimately. Because they have the least amount of random crap. Because they always throw in, like, yeah, like gold tickets for tournament. Those are worthless. Fortune keys are nice, but they're massively overpriced. Credits are overpriced. Champion crates or like any other crate that has blueprints are essentially worthless because blueprints are almost always like you're never gonna get the blueprints that you want. Yeah, sad. They haven't made a free pack on that in a while, have they? Does anybody know the last time they made a free pack on the Plarium store? I think it's been a hot minute. Man, Winter Patrol is just like one of my favorite skin sets. It's so nice. Though I will say, that new one that they came out with? Which mechs have it? Hold on. It's like, these. These, the Seraphim especially, these look amazing, dude. These are some of my favorite ones now. These are some of my favorite ones. The red on these are a little bit obnoxious. So I'm not like a huge fan. It reminds me a lot of the what are they called? Inferno? No, I don't think they're called Inferno. Just like the classic fiery skin. Ryan's bound to have one. No. Seeker? Does Seeker have one? It's like a rare skin or something. Yeah. Firelight, that's what it was. Yeah, it reminds me of these, which I'm not like a huge fan of. Yeah, Firelight. He knew what he was talking about. Seraphim's so good looking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. You're already on the Ares reward. That's good for, good for you, yeah. I wasn't saying anything specifically about like that skin specific. I was just saying like that skin set, the entire set looks really nice. I just like the way that it looks. Heal, cooldown, heal range, I guess. I can get this to level 5. Do I want to? Cause like, yeah, I guess so. I probably, if I encountered a legendary one of these in the shop, I probably wouldn't buy it because I almost never use this implant. But it's probably worth having one that's like a decent percentage anyway, if I ever decide to use it. So let's just continue with this. Podgun Outlaw is amazing. Yeah, Podgun Outlaw is pretty good. Podgun Outlaw is pretty good. Wait, what? Who's who? That Redox one, bro. I want the Redox one. Redox looks so nice. It's so cool. You're waiting for the price drop? Yeah. Same, except I spent all my coins already. Don't ask. You have a lot of blue Neoscale skins? Well, you'll get those for free. So it's not really surprising. I probably shouldn't be off on my own. Oopsie. He has a minigun surge. Why? Okay. Did you see my health go up and then I just died anyway? Because I'm pretty sure I saw my health go up and I just died anyway. The game decided that, nah, I didn't actually heal. But it was kind of my own fault for going off on the right side by myself. Is he still... Hey, bruh. This guy, he needs to chill a little bit. Is he dead? Yeah, there we go. I don't know. We need patience, fellas. What's he gonna spawn in? Probably Eclipse, huh? Yes, sir. I'll just run. He's just gonna keep chasing me. Ugh. He just keeps... I mean, he lost a lot of HP. And I probably shouldn't have spawned this, but I think I can kill him. I just spawned the first thing I could kill. I just literally just panic spawn. That's what happened. Don't judge me. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. He's there. A Normad. That's what he has. Get repeated. Alright, for real. He did not hit me with that daze. Come on. We all saw where that went. It went to Jupiter, or wherever the hell, like, way off that way was. That did not hit me. Freaking lies, all of it. All lies. Now, what is that he has? Maybe he has a secret, that's why he's hiding. But I don't know what he has. Ooh. Don't judge my sound-making abilities. My ability to make sound is unparalleled. Oh, I'm dead. That repeater is so sad. I know, dude. I know, dude. We lose, I think. I don't think there's really any chance for us right now. Yeah, it's unfortunate. How is their influence growing so slowly? I guess they only have one beacon? Maybe that's why. Nah, no, they're gonna get another one. Yeah, you know, I was actually much closer than I thought it would be. I'm surprised. Considering I essentially sold myself right at the beginning. You can't do anything on hanger and while mode selecting with controller. So what do you do? Pineapple, much appreciated. Yes, we'll get to redox, but I suppose we can skip ahead real quick. Which, by the way, I'm not sure what anybody else thinks about this, and I'm also not sure if I care what anybody else thinks about this. I'm considering for wait, level 4. Yeah, level 5. I don't know, it's like I lose right there and I just couldn't see it. Damage, radius, cooldown. Do I want cooldown or duration? Probably cooldown. So I'm considering one of the ideas that I got for 20k special video. It's just like maxing out all of the mods on my Redox. Max legendary mods on my Redox. It would be the first one. To be fair, because like, look. What I've done thus far is like Redox was my first maxed mech. For people who don't understand the lore behind this, Redox was my very first maxed mech, and I used it with Stasis Beam. It used Stasis Beam 12 Redox way back when, and that was my very first video. So to like kind of honor that, my Redox was like this first mech that I maxed. Stasis Beam 16 was the first weapon that I maxed, and so if I'm ever going to fully max out the mods on one mech, the first one I would do it on is Redox, just to keep that trend going. Redox should be tier 5, that's crazy. It would be nice rage bait video too. The number of people who would hate me for not going meta on that would be insane. The people be going crazy. Does look cool though, dude. Base paint Redox with the redesign, especially after the redesign. Base paint Redox is like one of my favorite looking mechs of all time. It doesn't even need a cool skin. Base paint Redox is just like it's like the coolest mech. It looks so good. Freaking look at this, dude. It looks amazing. And I'm not a huge fan of all the floaty mechs, but Redox is still the coolest looking mech in my opinion. It's so nice. And it does look pretty clean with Continuum, doesn't it? That's nice. If you need bodies on your team, you're here. I'm going to play solo if for no other reason than to maximize the possibility of running into people. Otherwise, yeah, normally I would. I think I have like 38 meters or something on my ability. Well, hello there. What are you? Oh, you're that. I can stank both of them. Let's wait for this idiot to die. They're both Deathwalkers, too. His ability's gonna run out at some point, yeah. Let's go. What an idiot, dude. Freaking nerd. Well, we have no beacons. Whoopsie. Stop that, stop that, stop that, stop that, stop that, stop that. Really? How did I miss all of those shots? Fall down. Fall down, you cretin. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Cutie pie, you're leaving? Okay, bye-bye. What are you? Yep, that's what I thought. You might as well be tickling them, yeah. Kinda true. But you know what's also true is that Redux is OP. It's definitely true. Oh, hi. I need to kill that thing. It's gonna kill me with the ability if I don't. Most of them are over there. But you get like the occasional spawn back this way. That's nice. The bots are dumb. So they don't know what's up. I know you live next door to you. No. No, I actually don't know that. Because I don't know my neighbors. And you don't know me. So that's a lie. It's just that nerd that killed me. Oh, I bet he's going up for E. Yeah. Inferior Redux. Oh, you're talking about the Volti. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, both of them. Both of them could be described that way pretty accurately, I think. Okay. It seems weird you'd introduce yourself to a neighbor on stream. Yeah, that would be weird. It would be weird. Which one's better, Guardian or Outlaw? Because one guy said Guardian's better. Well, the Guardian glaze never sleeps, right? There will always be people who insist that Guardian is phenomenal. Which is why under every single video of every single mech, anytime anything comes out, whether, well, I guess I say mech, but it's mech or a weapon. Under every video of everything that comes out, there is always some moron who's like, Guardian counters it. Like, yeah, okay. Technically, Guardian's ability is better than Outlaw's ability, but Guardian's base stats are crap, so it's not worth using. But yeah, in general, yeah, like, the Guardian glaze never sleeps. Let's go back to... Speaking of Outlaw, let's do Outlaw now. I have this skin, which is a nice skin, but it doesn't look great with every weapon. What is... I mean, like, this looks decent. Just the base paint looks fine, honestly. Might even do that. Yeah, all the other ones have, like, red or yellow. Or in that case, purple. But blue Neoscale is, like, the ugliest skin of all time. I'm very sorry to anybody who likes blue Neoscale, but I do not. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Technically, there's also a radius implant, but I don't own it. So it just is what it is. What's up with your controversy with Dreadshot? Is there controversy behind that? Dreadshot's like one of the worst weapons of all time. And I don't think there's much controversial about that. Apex Predator, okay, you're leaving. Okay, bye-bye. It was beautiful, yes, indeed. Magnificent. S tier. For sure. Are you okay, as this guy's asking? I appreciate him asking. Although maybe he wasn't asking me, I don't know. What is that? Any clip? Kind of looks like any clip. Oh, that's right, there's a cooldown modifier. I could just spam this crap. Don't dash in, you little nerd. Well, that's what I get for existing in late game without Revoker Scouts. That'll sure teach me. Oh wow, another Revoker Scout. Who could have seen this coming? Frick off. Thank you. Oh, a Stormwreck Scout? What? That's incredible. Never in my life. Okay, I missed a couple shots. Which I should have hit. That's my bad. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Ew. Aw. I was trying to link to him, but he got around the corner too quickly. Another Evoker Scout? No. No. This ain't right. Nobody uses those. Yeah, thanks, Kim. Shield just doesn't exist, I guess. It was never there. What do you mean? Oh, he has an Aegis. Never mind. This guy's cool. That's a cool guy. I mean, most of his hangar's not cool, but the Aegis is cool. Respect. Respect for the Aegis. Not for this guy, though. So is his name Belly? Belly? Is that what you want to be known for? I don't know, man. I'm not 100% sure that's what you want to be known for. I'm just saying. Okay, yeah. I feel so sorry for my teammate. I'm sorry. He queues into a match with probably a super sweaty hanger. And he has a teammate. Naturally, at this SP, you just assume that everybody's sweaty. And then end up having a crap hanger. So sorry, man. I'm so sorry, man. Isn't that like the 6th time you've said bye? I'll kick you out myself if you don't leave. Revoker Scout spam will never end unless Revoker is nerfed. Yeah, maybe. That might be true. I mean, there's technically, there are other ways of solving it. I think it's a little, I don't know, what's the word? I think it's a little bold to say that there's only one possible solution to any problem. I think for most problems, there's like a solid 3-4 decent solutions. And I mean like reasonable solutions. There's like a solid 3 or 4 reasonable solutions to it. And that is surely one of them, but I don't think it's the only one. I'm going to do this one again. I don't plan on like rerunning any of these, but I'll do this one again because I literally lasted like 5 seconds. I hate Eclipse because it has tank HP. When mods come into play, it won't die. It's not the HP, it's just the shield layers. It's because when it comes to highly modded gameplay and Revokers specifically, or, well, I mean, yeah, kind of Revoker specifically, but Stormwreck or most weapons as well. The current meta weapons. It kind of doesn't matter how much HP you have, it really only matters how many shield layers you have. And every mech can get the same number of shield layers, which makes every mech relatively equally tanky. Which is really dumb. That shouldn't be the case, right? Stop that. He has a Gate Crasher? That's interesting. Now, if Outlaw's ability cooldown was just this short normally, it would probably be pretty decent. It would also be a little obnoxious, though, so maybe not. Oh, I think I cleared the days off of my Deathwalker friend by using the ability on the other guy, too. It's kind of nice. Like, I think that's the only... That's like the first time I've ever actually done that in a legitimate match, as opposed to on the test server where I purposely set it up to do that, to be that way. Oh yeah, you freaking thought so. You thought so, but it wasn't so, because you're a nerd. Did he die? Don't do that. Okay. His weapon reload's kind of short, but I think I can kill him before that happens? Yeah. The damage on these is, like, not bad. I don't hate it. You know, what's happening to that guy? He was over here for a while. Did he have, like, one mech? Or does he just keep respawning and dying? Oh no, I'm so sorry for you. He comes around the corner with a minigun panther. Genuinely, though, I'm surprised I didn't die to those Helix Rex. I was in range for most of the time. And I took some damage, but yeah, I never ended up dying to it. But I'll take what I can get. Please, let me click. Thank you. The daze was on the enemy. Oh, that's my bad. Never mind then. Wasn't cool. 0 out of 10. So far, Outlaw's doing better than the rest. Well, that's the second match after I got literally deleted within 5 seconds, right? So, with consideration to that. Let's see. My guess is... Okay, what are you guys' predictions? What are you guys' predictions for, like, what the best one's going to be? I already used it on Silverthorn, and it was half decent. My guess is the best one's going to be Blockhorn. Maybe Panther? I will try it on Panther at some point. My guess is probably Blockhorn. Right now we're going to do... Let's find the... Range, duration, cooldown. The nice thing about this is that, like, normally I wouldn't use range, but I may as well because I have an empty slot. Blockhorn or Puma. yeah, Puma. True. Panther, please. No, I'm just going in order. Hamdan, you're leaving. Okay, bye-bye. Take care. Red habanero. Who in the world is this? Man, I thought my name was weird. Red habanero. Straight habanero. Why is his name this way? At least it's pronounceable. At least you can pronounce it. Man, everybody's an attacker. Why? That's not cool. You gotta give me some options. I'm a freaking mimicker, dude. Oh, I didn't take any damage. That's nice. I think this might be decent as well. Wait, I clearly took damage. I don't know why my shield didn't go down. Clearly it made physical contact, right? Like everyone's in agreement on that, I assume. I'm not sure why it didn't take any of my layers down. Weird. I'll take it, I guess, but... You know what I should be doing is, until my multi-layer is gone, I should be going after attackers, but now all of them are tanks. Which is annoying. Bots need to stop spawning in the same thing all the time. It's ridiculous. He's gonna respawn there. Yeah. Okay, now I could use this. Don't daze me, please. Don't daze me, please. Don't daze me, please. Don't daze me, please. Thank you. Thank you, that is very kind. That's very nice. I appreciate your contribution to the cause. What cause? I don't know. Because. This guy's a support, and I could use them. Thank you. Oh, nice. The scouts, finally. Freaking. Bruh. Scouts are what you should lead with Mimicker. You should lead with stealth. If you can't take stealth, take damage. Once your shields are gone, then you take stealth or damage or shield. Whichever one is available. But stealth is always the best one to go for. Especially against bots. Bots don't work very well against stealth. Okay, well, like on my screen he whiffed his dash, but I guess on his screen he didn't. I don't know. Bruh. Are you for real right now? You know what, I'll just kill you. Really? All of my bots died in a matter of, in a span of like 30 seconds, all of my bots just decided, yeah, we're done. Okay, look, if this other guy was farming my bots, then fair enough, but I don't think he was. I think he was mostly sitting back doing nothing. Yeah, no, his bot was farming my bots. Brother, look at this. It's ridiculous. I think his bot literally got more kills than all of my bots combined. His one bot. He got the same number of kills. Okay, look. This bot was equal to all of mine combined. That's ridiculous. And then he had 2 more with 3, and then 1 more with 2. Bruh. Bruh. It happens, but doesn't make it less annoying. Arc Torrent is not supposed to do that much damage, yeah. He was hacking. Nah, it's just because, I mean, Mimicker's, like, not super tanky, so. Even still, that was not bad. I got, like, what, 11 kills with the Mimicker? Or no, I think I only got, like, 10 kills with the Mimicker, because I got killed with something else. Wowie wow, I have a shark. I'm gonna use the shark. Cooldown duration, HP restore. Silence, I don't think you want me on your team. What's your favorite non-meta mech to use? Not really. No. Mimicker's trash. Kinda sad. Kinda true. Are you mentally ill to like Gatecrasher? That's crazy. So let me guess. According to you, it's only acceptable to appreciate and enjoy the mechs that happen to be meta and extremely overpowered. Is that correct? CONTINUUM Surge. Okay. Got you. CONTINUUM. Gotcha. Does the Guardian Nomad thingy work with Outlaw? Yeah. Sadly. It's a bug, but, like, we all know that they're never gonna patch it, right? Search. Yeah, it looks kind of nice with this skin, actually. I'm just gonna full send. May as well. No, don't do that. Oh, man, you suck. I already know they're gonna stun lock me. That's why we can't have nice things. I don't know if we're ever gonna get players here, is the problem. I was hesitant to join squad. Because it's rare enough that I get players solo. I'm gonna get back here. Let my ability cool down. And then mess this guy up. Yeah, get out of here, idiot. Oh, you gonna try to Volti me? Is that what's going on? Really? I just barely didn't kill him. The Volti thing should stay on a Deathwalker after it teleports back. I don't think it should be considered a status effect. Like, why in the... It's not a status effect. Like, why in the world is the Volti drone considered a status effect? To the extent that if freaking Redeemer can clear it off. Doesn't make sense. Deathwalker as well. That makes sense. You're gonna buy Major? That's crazy. Okay, then. Good luck, I guess. Can Outlaw remove debuffs of allies if the ally is close enough to the enemy? Yeah, it can. But the ally has to be close enough to the enemy, right? It can't, like, you can't, like, purposely target an ally, which is sad. Be cool if you could. Be a lot better. Because I think, like, use your Outlaw to counter people's, like, hemlocks and stuff, right? By, like, unstucking your allies. That'd be cool. But alas. Wi-Fi bar has red. It pretty much always has red. I don't know why, but it just does. Like, it usually shows yellow or red. But, like, my connection's fine. I don't really have any issues with it. The game doesn't really lag a lot. Sometimes it does, but it doesn't lag a lot. If you can't fix a bug, make it a feature. Yeah. It's, you could say that. The Hemlock forces me to use that brain dead Eclipse build, yeah. Eclipse is necessary, dude. Like, you can't play the game without it. Because it counters everything. It counters everything, and it's so obnoxious. You got a Continuum blueprint? Did I actually? No, not for this 16. Probably for a different one, maybe. It kinda is, yeah. It looks even nicer from the back, because there's, like, all this glowy thing. I will say, I don't like this shark. I don't like this Deathwalker skin. I think it looks kind of dumb. But from the back, it looks pretty nice. There's a lot of glowy stuff back there. And it's kind of cool. Don't. Not worth it. It's not worth it. But he knows. I'm trying to... How should I say that? The skin or the weapon? Now I have to know. If you're talking about the weapon, I think Silence is going to buy it at some point anyway. I think we all know this. Or at least I do. Maybe you guys don't, but I do. The skin's pretty bad. You think it looks good? The skin does? Well, different people, different opinions. Okay. Sorry for your loss. Skins. It's not a good skin, bro. Moments before demonetization. Okay, look. I could have worded that. Much worse. I was very careful to not say that I like it better from the back. That would have... You see how easy it is to make it a lot worse. That's crazy. See, but I was conscious. Look, I was sure to make it as least sus as possible. You did this to me. You have a 7-second cooldown on your Deathwalker. Isn't it 10.5-ish seconds at max? Well, here's the thing. There has been a bug with Deathwalker's cooldown for the longest time where it's just really short, yeah. The Deathwalker cooldown is really short. Way shorter than it's supposed to be. Which is dumb. And yeah, it needs to be fixed. But a little known fact is that if you use your ability and you don't die during the ability, it actually gives you a bit of a grace cooldown, so your cooldown's actually shorter. So your cooldown's 8 seconds, I think, or maybe 9 seconds. So if you don't die during the ability, I think your cooldown's supposed to be like only 8 or 9 seconds. As opposed to the 15, but if you do, then it's supposed to be the full 15, but it's been bugged and it doesn't give you the full 15, it just gives you the 8. Bye-bye. Fun fact, spiders are the only web developers that like bugs. Okay, look. See, that's not bad. Like, on a scale of, like, 1 to 10, I'd call that maybe a 7. But it sounds random enough, and it's worded in such a way that you probably, at least it sounds like you got it. You just read it somewhere on the internet, and you're just repeating it. It's not one that you came up with yourself. So it sounds kind of like copy pasta, which makes it less funny. I get it, but it's, you know. I'm gonna go with Blockhorn now. I'm not even gonna bother doing the Deathwalker one again. I think it was okay. But I think, oh yeah, let's go. I'm gonna use this one. I like this one because it looks like he's screaming. Bro, he's terrified. Look at that. And then you... Amp Zone Damage Boost. This was supposed to be fixed like 3 updates ago. I don't know if they ever fixed it. Cooldown duration thing. Do I want duration? The thing is, duration's not very helpful unless you have barricade durability. So I might just use barricade durability instead. They probably didn't fix it, realistically. You're off for dinner? Okay, bye-bye. Take care. You think I'm smart enough to come up with my own stuff? Well, look. Not necessarily, but I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm just saying. it reads like copy pasta. It doesn't sound like something like you could have come up with yourself. I know most jokes at this point are just jokes that people have heard somewhere else, so most of them are not fully original. Why are you using Hornet in your meta hanger? Hornet meta confirmed? We can go with that. Alright, well, yeah, let's go with this. Let's go with this now. Should be fine. Is Continuum 16 a good weapon? Well, that's why we're trying it. None of the mechs I've tried it on so far have done particularly great. My prediction, though, is that Blockhorn is going to be the best mech for it, which is the one we're using right now. So we'll see. I think it actually did kind of decent on Mimicker. Mimicker's a nice ranged mech, I think. Mimicker's a really good one for Tetra Rifle 16. So is Blockhorn, though. Don't you dare freaking daze me from a distance, you pieces of crap. I know what they're after. I know what they're up to, bro. Could sniff it from a mile away. Hi. Oh, there's this guy. There's this guy. No. I don't think you can kill me. I don't think you can kill me. No, I'm too OP. Far too OP. Flex of you. I need to kill that thing before it kills me with the ability. Now, that guy probably has a surge now. Right? Yeah, look at that. It's almost like everyone uses the exact same builds all the time. You get out of here. Blockhorn is such a nice counter to all of these freaking scouts, dude. It's such an underrated mech. But the fact that it's slow is enough to make it not very desirable in a meta scenario. Which is sad. It's sad but true. Yeah, bro had like a 13-year reaction time. He didn't even start shooting at me until like a solid 5 seconds after. Uh-oh. Love the way Blockhorn and Arachnos walk. That's crazy. He's gonna use his ability. They always have their ability ready, right? Bullcrap. I have no freaking... It's not fair. It's not fair. Yeah, alright. I mean, the player's done. That's good. We need to get bacon, like, right freaking now, though. Yeah. That's okay. I mean, we have 3 beacons now. We have 3 beacons now. We don't have 3 beacons anymore. We will want... Wait. Oh, no. It's probably not even worth it. You know, I'm gonna stick with it. It may have been a better idea to just scrap into something else at that point. I'm so sick of these Death Walkers, dude. Go, like, freaking go away. Do you have that one, though? Nice. Yeah, what are you after? You jerk. Okay. He's off in the this way direction. Okay, wow. I'm actually gonna surprise to kill him. Nice. Just need to make it white. Just need to make it white. White. I'm not racist. I just need it white. Please. 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 Okay. You can deal with that. You can deal with that. You can do it. We need things that are cool. More things that are cool. Less things that aren't cool. That is the standard. Man, what the frick, man? More things that are cool. Less things that aren't cool. He's gonna smack me. Wait, no, he can't. He's underneath. I did not get it right. Okay. Unfortunate, but you know what? I don't think I care that much. Because... Boom. Was that his last one? Imagine. Oh, dang it. No, we lose by the timer. It was 100 and anything. Garbage. Garbage. This was pretty decent, though. I mean, like... yeah. No, it's not that bad. I killed 2, like, Revoker Scouts with it, so... Can't complain, right? I think they both had Revoker. I don't remember now. RuFFles race is confirmed. No. I said specifically, I'm not. And if I said it, it must be true. You can hear the keys clicking. Yeah, I got a mechanical keyboard, and it's a lot louder than my last keyboard. CONTINUUM cheetahs OP trust. Oh, I believe you, but here's the thing. We're using the 16s, not the 12s. We already used the 12s in a separate stream, I think. Most meta mechs are black in their classic skin. I think most mechs would look bad if they had white paint by default. Hemlock, Solus, Brick House. Those are all, like, pretty default white. A lot of, well, Eclipse as well. Nah, you know what? I kind of disagree. Hold on. Let's see. Can't show that. Right? We're gonna say predominantly, right? I think white and gray are, like, similar enough. Because that's gray and black, but it's like... Gray is just darker white, right? Like, this would be considered... This is navy blue and white. This would be considered blue, right? So, like, we're gonna assume certain things. So, Silver Poker is mostly white, I would say. Just got 1 for that. 1 tally. We're gonna tally them up. And so we got another one that's mostly white. That's Seeker. And we'll do the other ones later. Salver, I'd say, is mostly green, probably, right? Yeah, it's mostly green. Or at least that's, like, the predominant color. And then Solus, and then Hemlock, and then... I guess Vortex is mostly blue? Yeah. And then Brick House. And then Eclipse, and then Redox, and then Sentinel. This, I don't consider that to be a... And then Eclipse, Redox, Sentinel. And then... Puma. So that's 9. That's 9 out of the, what, 42? 43. 9 out of 43. I think that's a decent chunk that are largely white colored. I'd say what the rarest base paint color is probably like green, right? There's quite a lot that are like a tannish color. Like, actually, a lot of the tanks are. There's some that are blue. They're like darker. Yeah, fair enough. That's green. Yellow. I think yellow and tan kind of like... I'd say they kind of go together. This I'll consider like a reddish color. Yeah, there's still quite a few. There's still like 3 or 4 green ones. But it's probably the least common. Probably. Yeah, I don't know. It is interesting because it's like there's not a whole lot of variety. A lot of the colors are kind of the same. Like there's only like 4 or 5 major color variations, I'd say. So we don't have really any... Well, I guess that's pretty much all that exists, yeah. Because like all of these could be... These 2 are considered red. And then probably like these 3 would be considered like tannish color along with these. Like a couple of these. So it's like blue, green. Yeah. It's not a whole lot of options. Guess there's only so much you can do with it. A philosopher. Oh, bruh. Do philosophers count numbers of mech skins? And compare which one's base paint? Like how many mechs with white base paint there are? I don't think so. I mean, both of these have blue accents. So the question is, do I use this one or do I use this one? I like the center thing for this one a lot more. But then this one is everything else is nicer. I'll probably use this one. Cooldown duration, radius. Beautiful. Do you think Salver can perform in late game meta in a team setting? Can, yes. Does it usually? No. Because the thing is that there's only like 2 or 3 mechs that even need healing. Most of the time, once the mod shields are gone, it's pretty much GG, right? It's like the main survivability of any one mech is in the perimeter multilayer. Probably like 70% of the time that you spend killing somebody is spent taking down that mod. Oh, he has EM rifle. That's crazy. And an Orion, my guess is. He's gonna try to smack me. Already know. But I don't want him to. So I'm just gonna tell him hard no. Oh, whoops. Whatever. Oh, okay, bye. Have fun, I suppose. Blind. 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 He's just staring at the wall now. He's like, oh, okay. Nerd. That soul skin looks sick, yeah. I think it was a battle pass a while back. It's gonna get his a bit. Okay. Blind. Blind. Hey. See, when the bots start shooting at you, they'll just continue shooting at you, even if they're supposed to be blinded. They don't follow the rules, that's why. They're little jerks. I could probably kill him before his blind wears off. Blind. Solus is really obnoxious. So, like, I don't blame this guy if he hates me right now. I would too. Yeah. I'll just do that real quick. Where is he? He's probably gonna, like... I don't know. I'm actually surprised. I figured he was gonna eclipse to me. He just keeps firing at nothing. Yeah, cool. Cool origin story, bro. Ow. Oh, stop that. Stop that. Bots cheat. They always cheat. Where'd that Redux go? Okay. Would rather wait for my food. Aw, really? That wasn't gonna go well. I was a seeker anyway. I should not have spawned a seeker there. But you know what I could do? Is that... Aw, dang. I forgot. I was probably gonna teleport down. It's annoying. It doesn't really matter. Because we still have 3 beacons. And he's dead. And if he wants to spawn on that, I'll just teleport on him. Depending on what he is. Unless he's a surge. Never mind, I'll just teleport on this guy. That doesn't matter, we already win. Yay! Trying to adjust your blanket for the last 10 minutes and you realize it was sideways. Yeah, classic. Grinding at 2 AM and getting blinded by souls. Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like blinding effects like that really shouldn't be in Mech Arena. But... You made Solus and bots just target when they're blinded. Yeah. I think if you step in front of their, like if they're able to shoot you. I don't know. It seemed to still be the case, but at least a while back, the way it worked was like bots aren't able to turn when they're blinded, so they won't be able to turn. So they'll just like keep facing one direction when they're blinded. But then if you happen in front of their line of, like if you happen in front of them and they're able to shoot you, then they will shoot you, even though technically they shouldn't be able to see you. So that's probably still the case. And the fact that the Redux had Blast RPG with the homing meant that it could hit me in a pretty wide hit cone. And that makes sense, but it doesn't make it less stupid. Anyway. I have some nice Scorpius skins. Like, this one is very cool. And basically nobody has it. But I ain't gonna lie, this is still, like, probably one of my favorite Scorpius skins. It's probably still my favorite Scorpius skin. I even have this one, which is technically, like, the better one, but this one looks more combat ready. Yeah. Anyway. Boom, boom. Ability damage. Ability range. I can be a nuisance. I mean, a different type of nuisance. Some bots are shooting me without looking at me. Yeah, classic bots. Have you tried them on Blockhorn yet? Yeah. And I ended up dying. I only got like 5 kills with it, but I did end up killing a player twice. 2 of his Revoker Scouts. Surge and Eclipse. Blockhorn is pretty decent against both of those, to be honest. Stupid Volty. Wait, do I have a player? No, these are all bots. Never mind. Don't need to worry then. I do need to worry about this idiot. Hey, nice. And the damage from that's like half respectable as well. What is my range on this? Like 80? 90? I mean, most ability damage mechs, like, the damage is not great. And this one's no different, but it's not much worse. Please no, please no. Aww. 6. Sad, not even a player. Although I know for a fact that wouldn't have done well against a player because players use freaking stealth mechs always. So that wouldn't have ended well. Damn that. Oh, this ability ended. It's convenient. Hi. Okay. Where is the... Okay. Take care. I feel like my bots are kind of carrying me right now. Not that it matters a whole lot, but... they're kind of going crazy. Yeah, that one guy has 7. Have I tried Salver yet? No, not yet. Or no, I did, but I ended up dying like immediately because I was dumb. Have I tried on Deathwalker? Yes. Onyx got good damage though? Yeah, yeah. Like, not good compared to other mechs. It's still not good, right? Like, for a mech that's only useful... The ability is only useful when mods are not being considered. And even if mods were being considered, or even if they weren't being considered, sorry. Onyx has... Let me see. Onyx has... 69, nice, 833 damage times 1.3 if you use ability damage implant. That's the amount of damage that you deal. And then you can multiply that by 2 if you get them, if you use the radius to hit them from the back. 180,000. That is barely enough to kill a Surge, which is the weakest of, not the weakest, but one of the second weakest of the legendary mechs. With no mods, no pilot. If you're going to have that many downsides to your ability, I think they should just, like... You should be able to just one-shot people with the ability. If that's all you have is just this freaking rocket thing with a 10-second cooldown. And it's garbage, it's completely useless against mods, yeah, you should be able to just, like, one-shot people. The thing that I think is going on is that I think that from the very start of the game, they had this kind of balance going where the weapons did some amount of damage and the abilities did some amount of damage, and the mechs had some amount of HP, right? And there's some type of balance going there. And I think pilots really messed up that balance in terms of the weapons, and mods brought that balance probably a little too far back, but further toward what it originally was. But again, in terms of weapons. But the abilities remain completely messed up because your weapons, at max level. We'll assume you're working at max level because it's tier 8 mech, right? So at max level, you have max legendary pilots with max legendary implants that are giving you 70, like anywhere between 70 and 100% damage bonuses on your weapons. But then the absolute most bonus that you can get on your mech is 30%. And so I think what really went wrong is that since pilots, they neglected to scale ability damage to reflect the bonuses that they gave to weapons in terms of pilots. I think that's what happened. What if the rocket can stun the enemy for 6 seconds? I mean, there's a lot of ways that you, like I mentioned before, to any problem that you might be put with, like any problem that might be thrown your way, there are most of the time at least 3 reasonable solutions to it. And this is no different, right? So there's a lot of different ways that you could balance out ability damage, different ways that you could balance out the revoker meta, the whatever, like anything that we might be talking about. There are many good ways that you could do it. Each one would have different consequences. You know, do whatever it is that you do ends up causing other things to happen or keeps other things from happening. And so there are different consequences for that. Sometimes the consequences are, like, sometimes it's good consequences, sometimes it's bad consequences, but you know, there's always a resultant effect. But there's I don't know, there's just like not much to say about it. That's why when people are like, oh, they could do this, this, and this to balance out whatever, it's like, yeah, I mean, they could. Is it the best way of doing it, though? I don't know. Not really sure why I'd go with one over the other. I want Onyx to get buffed and be fun, but not broken. Yeah. Well, it's a fundamental issue with all damage-based mechs, and this has been the case forever. Ever since... I mean, really ever since mods, I guess, right? Because Onyx was pretty strong. I would consider it meta. Onyx was considerably meta before mods. Or at least, you know, honorary meta. But, yeah, they never scaled up the damage of abilities to really match that, and I think all ability damage mechs are going to be they're all going to be crap until they actually like address that to some degree, or just make a mech that deals a stupid amount of ability damage. Because like, if you think about it, Silverthorn could have been that, but then they cap it at 60,000, which is nothing. 60,000 damage is ridiculously low. Right? Because like I just referenced something like a Surge, which not only does everybody have it, but this is also like the lowest bar you can have. The only legendary mech with less HP than that is Salver, and only by a little bit, right? So when I pull up something like this is basically the absolute lowest amount of HP you're going to have to deal with. So I'm being very generous by comparing it to Surge. 60,000 against a Surge, though, it's going to take at least 3 shots, or at least 3 ability uses. Unlike Onyx, you can't even do it you can't even get the double damage from the back. So and it just makes it suck, right? And that's just for the raw HP. It's not considering the HP boost that pilots give you. It's not considering Hardened Hull, and it's not considering the major shield mods, right? Which are the biggest issue in terms of ability damage mechs. So until they just decide to full send it with ability damage, they're always going to be bad, and that's what I think. 60k plus, it doesn't work when mods are active. Yeah, exactly that too. All of us content creators mutually agreed that it should be able to bypass mods. The effect, at least, the stackable effect. Not necessarily that it has shield piercing. Not necessarily that the ability projectiles themselves have shield piercing. But simply that the effect can be applied, the stackable effect can be applied through shields, which any other status effect can do. Like, every status effect can do that. All of them, except for this one. So I don't think that's a big ask. But all of us content creators agree that that's the case, and, you know, maybe they buff it. Most likely they don't, but it's possible. Let's see. Oh, hi. Yeah, see, at least Onyx can hit people from the back. It's worthless if you don't hit people from the back. Like, the ability damage is not really high enough. And I don't, like... Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, if you want to make it... If you want to make the cooldown longer and make the... And, like, double or triple the ability damage, sure, go for it. Right? I think it should, at very least, one-shot these weaker scout mechs. And again, we're considering no mods, right? So this is only effective after you strip all of the multi-layered mods off. So an ability that can one-shot what's supposed to be a low HP scout mech after all mods are gone, including just hardened hull and pilot buffs. I don't think that's an unreasonable ask. I don't think that's a crazy ability to have. Like, I don't think anybody thinks that. But for whatever reason, they're just extremely... I don't know. I don't know if it's, like, neglectful, that they just don't want to make things that strong, or if they're just straight up ignorant and they don't really know what makes these ability damage mechs so bad. Uh-oh. Yeah, suppress me all you want, buckaroo. An onion. He doesn't have his ability. But I was getting shocked, so I didn't want my cursor to go, like, flying all over the place. It was very shocking. Never heard that one before, I'm for sure. You don't have mods at all? I mean, yeah, a lot of people don't. But I'm talking about in terms of late game. In terms of late game. And, you know, maybe you say, like, you know, having Onyx with such a high ability damage would make it unfair in lower SP lobbies. Like, well, maybe you shouldn't make it so easy to get tier 8 mechs when in reality you're only in tier 4, right? Maybe that shouldn't be a thing. And maybe that's a major cause of a lot of the problems that are in the game. I would not be surprised. I would go that far. I would go that far. I think people think that monetization and you know, them not fixing bugs or whatever stuff is going to kill the game. What I think is going to kill the game are three major things. Two of them have been a problem for a long time. One of them is relatively newer. The ability to buy stuff, really broken stuff, extremely early on. That's sending a lot of new players away because they don't want to deal with that. Their first experience with the game is really awful when that happens. Tankers, who are it's essentially the same thing but worse. People with a lot of game experience and completely broken stuff with a hanger specifically designed to make sure that they win and the other people don't have even a smallest chance of winning. So tanking is the biggest problem. And the third one is the growing popularity of these download links that give you really OP stuff when you first download the game. Nobody uses those links. No new players use those links. The only people who use those links are people who already have accounts and they're creating alts. Because where do you get those links from? You get them from YouTubers that you watch, and you watch them because you play the game. You're not going to get it. Like, no new player knows about those links. And I think those links are really bad. Especially if it's going to give you a freaking rank 5 legendary mech, like Brick House. Literally from the start. Literally from the start of your account. There's zero chance that any legitimate newbie could ever beat you. And I think that's actually really bad for the game. Especially given the fact that, once again, the only people who use those links are people who are just creating alts. Those aren't legitimate new players. It's not like new players get access to really OP stuff. No. The new players who actually need it are getting stomped because they have no idea that stuff exists. They'll be lucky to even use the new player promo codes, because those codes only last for like 3 days after you create your account, I think. So only people who are like super active in game communities that they join. If they're new to Mech Arena, more than likely by the time they find out about new player promo codes, their account's already like too old for it. So like these people are they're just doing stuff normally. They just get stuff normally. They're not getting any of these crazy, ridiculous extra stuff. And that's becoming a growing issue, I think. But the other two issues, like I mentioned, are arguably bigger. Buying 3-star Metamechs, SP dropping for sure. Yeah. From a player standpoint, buying rank 3 Metamechs is extremely good. $5 for an incredibly strong mech is such a good deal. And, you know, if you're a player and you want to get the best stuff possible as quickly as possible, you should probably do that. If you have a bit of a budget, you can make a meta hanger with $25. It's really, really good. Like, those are good offers, but I think they offer them too early. Far too early. Like, I'll be in Gear Hub Tier 3, and I'm fighting people... I mean, multiple... Like, both of my accounts that I started. The free-to-play account that I currently have, I ran into multiple Deathwalkers that enemy players were using, when I didn't even have a rare mech yet. I just had a slingshot, bruh. Like, that's the best that I had, essentially. And they were running around with Deathwalkers. It's like, it's completely unfair. I would win most of those battles only because I already know what I'm doing and they don't. But if I was a legitimate new player who didn't know what he was doing, then of course I would have lost that. And it wouldn't have even seemed possible. Tankers made me nearly quit the game. Yeah, as they should. The tankers will, and they keep justifying it too. Honestly, any like game community that I've ever been like remotely active in, most of these people, for any of these other games, right? Most of these people, like, they'll straight up, like, if you're in, I was in like a clan server for War Robots Frontiers, there was some weapon that was bugged, and it was really OP. The clan server, they announced and they're like, look, you've had your fun, but this thing's bugged, it's really annoying, nobody use it. Like, they're straight up banning use of these OP things. They're just like, it's like completely unfair, right? Not just because it's meta, but because it's like legitimately, like, actually broken. And they're like, you know, if you continue to use it, then you're kicked from the clan, right? And I think that a lot of game communities are like that, but then in Mech Arena, I don't know, I feel like I see more people who are willing to completely undermine everything just for the sake of winning more battles. Like, I know a couple people who would purposely use Lace Wing when it would... there was a bug with lacing a wing at one point where it would crash people's games. And they literally, what they claimed was that it was a tactical thing, and that other people could do it if they wanted to as well. It's like, brother, no. And he's using this in competitive custom matches, purposely abusing a bugged out thing that crashes people's games and completely ruins it for everybody, just to get better chance at winning. It's ridiculous, and I've never seen a community like that. And I think anyone who defends tanking or anything remotely similar to that, shameful. Absolutely shameful. Offers should be only for the unlocked tiers. You know, I'm okay with offers for the next tier ahead of where you're at. So, like, if I'm in tier 6 and then I could buy an offer for tier 7, I'd be okay with that. But, you know, maybe even 2 tiers ahead. But we're talking freaking, like, 5 tiers ahead, easily. For players and for bots. Like, the bots also have that stuff, which is also annoying. But yeah, like, one tier ahead I think is fine. But I mostly agree with you. There should be, like, a limit as to, like, what you can buy when. Because otherwise, it just, like, it really messes up the early game. The early game is so messed up. And I don't think that there's many people... There's basically nobody. I started an account relatively recently. I face more players on this account at 15,000 SP than I did on that brand new account. After the tutorial matches and everything, obviously. I did. I'm facing more players now at, like, the top 1% of squad power ranges than I was facing on a brand new account. Because no players are joining. Nobody's new to the game, because when they're new to the game, they have an awful experience and they quit. The only new players that you see are the ones who are existing players, but they created alt accounts. I think a disturbing percentage of lower SP people, or, like, newer players, a disturbing percentage of those are not actually new players. They're not actually new players. They're existing players who are just creating alt accounts so that they can beat up on noobs somewhere. It's sad to see. And if they don't do anything about that, then, I mean, we all know that the game's... they've been making good moves, right? The repricing and stuff. But I think we can all kind of tell that, like, the game's not really holding on by that much. It would not take anything particularly huge for the game to essentially fully die out. It's just waiting for that one extra push. Is that a vortex? It is a vortex. I think... Wait, no, that's a freaking Redeemer. Bruh. Seemed a little too fast to be a Redeemer. Thought it was a Vortex with the ability on. I might be dead here. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Why does Onyx look so futuristic? I mean, you're only 3K? Yeah, but you've been playing for probably, like... I don't know. I'm gonna take a guess and say, like, 6 or 7 months. I don't think you're a brand new player. Very, very few people are actually brand new players. You could be low SP, but you're not new. I just need to time his ability out. Ah, come on. Freaking bots behind me, but... That's him. And I knew that was him because my cursor's sticking onto something. It would normally be targeting this guy. But my cursor's sticking onto something that I can't see. And so that's how I know when to, like, mark people through walls and stuff like that. Yeah, bye-bye, idiot. Oh. I have a radius implant. Maybe I can deal with that? Okay. He's got all of them back there, and he's going to kill all of them, too. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We're good. He's going to spawn here quick, though. You got to get on there, bro. Mobile's more sensitive. That's what you like about it? What do you mean? You can change the sensitivity setting. I don't know if you knew that. For mobile and for PC. Okay. I can't recommend this game to any of my friends. Yeah, fair enough. I play it because I'm very familiar with it. And I personally have fun, but yeah, you know, I agree. I would not really personally recommend this game. What do I have left? Oh, yeah, this. That's not great. Okay. He's gonna... Oh, he is a Normad. Normad. Oh my gosh, Normad. I'm gonna wait for him to dash. Which he will do eventually, right? Should I? I don't know, it's a little risky. It is a little risky. Yeah. No, it's not a great idea. But I was pretty sure that I was cooked regardless, and yes, all my bots are dead. On mouse, you need to pick up the mouse and put it down to turn a lot more. Not if you change your sensitivity setting. On mobile, you have to pick up your finger and put it down. Like if you're trying to turn too far, right? And if you say no, then that's just a matter of you have your sensitivity really high. In which case, you could turn your mouse sensitivity up really high. I personally don't, but like you could. I know people who do. I don't think money is the issue. Top players who keep buying stuff keeps Plarium's pockets well stuffed. The is designed in a way where you absolutely have to spend money. Not really. I mean, it encourages you to spend money. Obviously, every game does. But... And I don't even think that that's the main issue. You can call it, like, sure, whatever. You don't like it, that's fine. I agree with you. But if we were to call out the main deciding factor for when does the game die and why does it happen, I think that it would be specifically not because of the money or because of the offers or because the game is really pay to win. I think it's because they make it too blatant too quickly. Like, if nothing else, at least give people like a month of freaking free, like fresh air before they start facing a bunch of crap, right? Like, again, the tanking issue is one thing, but just like constantly running into mechs like Surge that players have at rank 3 when you're in freaking tier 3. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 tiers away from you. You're not going to get there in any reasonable time frame. Like, it's ridiculous. So even just putting some type of limit in terms of like what you can buy when, right? Like I was suggesting, you know, maybe you can buy tier 7 stuff when you're in tier 6. You can buy stuff from the next tier. Or like those offers will appear in the shop. You'll see offers for stuff that's in the next tier. That is acceptable to me. What's not acceptable is 4 tiers down the road. 5 tiers down the road. Like I mentioned before, I was in tier 2 and I was facing a Deathwalker, which is in tier 9. It's a 7 tier difference. And to the average player, it's not even close. It's never going to be close. To any legitimate new player, there's not even a chance. They'll lose. They'll be like, "What the heck is that?" Maybe they go to the Gear Hub, check to see where it is. They realize it's in tier 9, and they're like, "Hell no, I'm never playing this game again." It doesn't matter what offers you gift them. Like yeah, you can. The game is rather pay to win, and you can call that a big issue, but Warrobots has had that issue for years, and they're not dead yet, right? I'm not talking about what makes the players unhappy. I'm talking about what inevitably causes the death, like the full death of this game. Did you know bots don't have to reload? That's really funny because it's actually not true. Yeah, no, that's a false. That's a lie. Anyway. I don't need that. I'll just use this skin. This is the best Gatecrasher skin. Even though some of the other ones would maybe look better. Yeah, I don't have any with, like, blue lights. Is there even a redesigned one with blue lights? Yeah, this one. This is the only one. I didn't even look that good, bro. This has got, like, greenish. That's not bad. Let's use this one. This one's the coolest. Bots absolutely have to reload. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's straight up untrue. I don't know why you'd say that. Bots cheat so they can win. Only hard target players. Generally they hard target players, yeah. Not always. But also, if you're losing to bots, then that's a 100% skill issue. Bots should be free wins. Like, I'm dealing with, like, rank 5 legendary mechs on my free-to-play account, and I have rank 4 epics. But it's still, if I had a full bot match, easy win, bro. Easy win, bro. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run it because he knows where I'm at. He's just gonna keep smacking me. But what I can do... Punch. Really? Does he not know that it's there? I just, like, basically took down his entire multi-layer and he didn't realize. I don't know how aware bro is, but it doesn't seem super. I'm gonna kill you one of these times, brother. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. He's down. He's down. Get him, boys. Visible. Oh, is he just gonna go back up there? It's really cringe. Bye. Okay. That is the only reason you use Gatecrasher. Is to get kills like that, because those are the best kills in the game. And that's a fact. I meant to spawn on the other one. Yeah, that's my bad. Oopsie. For whatever reason... Okay. Never mind. You did great. Hi. The thing is that... He knows. Oh. Well, he respawned. He just forced respawn. That's crazy. I don't think I would have been able to kill him. Oh, well, that's not good. It's not good. My bots are taking some beacons, though. That's nice. I only have 2 kills. Hey there. Ow. All of his bots are still alive, then. Wait, he has a barrel gun, bro. Why does he have a barrel gun? Cool. We definitely lose. They're rushing our one and only existing beacon. He got to show off his Paragon, though. I think that's why he spawned into it. He just wanted to show it off. He'd be like, hey, look what I'm using. That, Hemlock's got a little bit of stanky leg, I think. Wow. His bot did better than him. I didn't even do that good. Do you know the starter link that gives minigun Aegis? No. I don't like those starter links. I think are really bad for the game, so I don't promote them. Because it's just an excuse for experienced players like you to make alt accounts and beat up on noobs with really OP stuff. Like, I'm completely okay if you wanna... I'm completely okay if you want to start a new account and beat up on noobs, like whatever, that's just your own deal, but... Like, using starter links that they clearly don't have access to, or they won't know about, to use like all kinds of crazy things. I think it's really bad for the game health. You can find it somewhere else though. You just would have won against the Surge if it also had Revoker. Yeah, see that's the thing though. It's like there are a lot of mechs like that. There are a lot of mechs where it's like against a Surge or an Eclipse, if that mech had Revoker, it would have won. But like there aren't very many mechs that work that good with Revoker. Like anything else, the Revoker would have been bad. Like I couldn't have killed basically anything else with a Revoker Aegis. I could kill the player because the players only use Revokers, but the bots not really. Bots aren't necessarily easy wins. No, but I lost to the player. I'm not going to lose to a full lobby of bots. Like, the bots can do better or worse on one team or another, but, like, if it's a full bot match, it should be an easy win, and you really have no excuse. I've lost bot matches before, but it's 100% skill issue. You're gonna try it top meta when you get there? Aegis with Revoker. I mean, go ahead and try, bro. I ain't gonna stop you. But... I think you'll be surprised how ineffective it is. Just say that. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We go with duration and stasis barrier height. Let's go. It's level 2. And I'm not getting it any further than that. What is my multilayer? Level 4? Yeah, whatever. I don't care that much. Grinding long arm kills with Redeemer. That sounds terrible. Use it with Arachnos, please. Yeah, I'm going down the list. I'll use it with everything. Did we get a player? I wasn't paying attention. Nah. I feel like the game tends to purposely give me bot matches after I lose a match because they don't want me to lose 2 matches in a row by giving me another player match. Like, no, I want a redemption round. Like, I don't want an easy match after losing. I want a redemption round. A chance to redeem myself. Oh yeah, OP. Okay, these Volties are what's gonna kill me. I just realized these Volties are 100% what's gonna kill me. And I don't have a freaking epic canopy. Kill him, please. Shoot his tootsies. Dang it, bro. I don't know what's up with the aim on these. I see that other guy coming up, so I'm gonna put this here. 6 seconds, I'm fine. 16s deal good damage, so it's like I don't necessarily need a ton of shield time. I think... Do I want to be out this far? Probably not, but I mean, we're out this far now. No, please, no. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna heal me. Okay, it's gone. Kill it with freaking fire, dude. Nope. Should have waited the ability out, but whatever. Yeah, great. Yeah, whatever. I'll deal with you first. Maybe the Deathwalker's ability is over by the time I yeah, nice. Although he is probably gonna kill me. Yep. I think it's hard-coded. Yeah, I mean, probably. I mean, it's a thing that I've noticed a long time ago, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did that purposely. It's just annoying. I don't want it. And I know why they probably think it's a good idea, but, like, what legitimate... What self-respecting player actually wants an easy match after freaking getting bodied? Like, I'd rather win a legitimate match. Or lose legitimately a second time, you know? That's fine, too. How? Okay. You gotta get them before they... If you start shooting at them while they're looking at you, then they'll use their ability and it's really annoying. OP, though. Look at that. Look at it's OP. Paragon Continuum when? Like, probably in, like, 20 minutes or something like that. There's not very many mechs to go through. There's... Yeah, 4 more. Starting with... Arch Twins. I'll do this one. Because these could be considered, like, tiny little Christmas trees. If you, like, scrunch it up real bad. Cooldown duration. Man, I need all the ability implants. Turret range, I don't need duration. I would explain why duration's bad, but, like, nobody cares. That's the thing. It's like, there's so many things that's like, I have information on it, but it's literally Arachnos and nobody gives a crap. for bad new players so they don't have bad experience and keep losing. Well, sure. And if I didn't know that these were all bots, then I probably wouldn't mind as much. But, like, keep that as a new player thing, right? Having that hard baked into your matchmaking system for everybody is really lame. Ammo's too low, right? Yeah. Arachno's turret has 100 shots. It shoots 10 shots a second. That means that it has a legitimate ammo count that goes off after 10 seconds. So extending the duration past 10 seconds doesn't actually increase your ammo. And it doesn't increase your ability damage at all. Unless someone, like, goes out of range. Then in that case, yeah. It lasts longer before automatically deactivating, when it would have just automatically deactivated with ammo in the chamber. Stop that. Stop that. Oh, I'm ready with a second turret. You don't want it, brother. I'm ready. Yo, I'm gonna put this one there. What do you think about that? Come on around the corner. I wanted so bad to get him with the turret, bro. That would have been amazing. What is Arachnos even useful for? It's useful because you get it for free, and that's about it. Okay, bye. Do Redox? I already did Redox. Okay. Just full whiffed that. Oh. You know what? Kill him, make him... Yeah, you guys both got that. I think they'll be fine. Watch, that bot freaking kills both of them. Dang it. I don't think it transferred. That's really annoying. I was aiming for the full T, actually. Yeah. I'll scratch my nose. Stop. Okay. Everything's fine. Ah. Wait. Oh, okay. I guess his ability ended. I was about to say, oh, I wasted it. Oh, his ended too. Nice. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell immediately. Like, I know what you're supposed to be looking for, but it takes a second to register. I was gonna sit here and wait until that thing on the left despawns. Oop. There's two of them, but I don't know where both of them are. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Just don't want to move anyway. You're gonna go, okay, bye-bye. I reckon I should be able to stack turrets like 2 or 3 at once. Not even just stack them. Literally, it should just have 3 charges, like frickin' Cheetah. It would not even be strong. Like, the ability damage would still be so bad. There's only one time in my entire life where I actually thought, oh, this turret damage is actually doing kind of decent. And that's when somebody had, like, a freaking maxed out one against one of my rank 4 epic mechs on free-to-play account. And it was like a Zephyr, too. So it's like a weak epic mech. Very weak epic mech. Definitely not like a tank or anything. Most OP ability in the game. That's all I know. Yeah, sure. Level my railgun 8s. Well, this is not my free-to-play account, so these are railgun 12s. My railgun 8s on my free-to-play account are level 1. Because you shouldn't be upgrading stuff. It's a waste of resources. I say this all the time, but people do it anyway. Rook and Orion kind of slaps? Yeah, always. Guardian? This. That's pretty decent. Could do this one, but this is like the OG Guardian skin. It's my favorite skin for the longest time. And I may as well use the width as well as the range. I still don't have this maxed out, but I don't think I'd carry that much. Sure, that's fine. You sometimes upgrade stuff like Lancer to make it... Well, sure. There's like a goal in mind, right? There's like a specific... you do it because you want to get it to rank 6 or to max or whatever, right? You shouldn't just upgrade stuff because you have the credits and you're able to upgrade it. Like, just having the credits and having the blueprints is not a reason to upgrade something. So, like, for example, my Aegis is level 4. There's no point in me having it at level 4. It was a waste of credits and not blueprints, really, because the blueprints, it doesn't really matter, but it was a waste of credits. It is barely even noticeable. The amount of difference that those 4 upgrades or 3 upgrades make is barely even noticeable. I should have just kept it at level 1. It would have been just as good. And I would have saved a lot of credits that way. It's like if you don't have like a specific purpose for upgrading it, just to make it kind of better is not a legitimate reason to upgrade things. Right? This goes for mechs, this goes for weapons. Especially if you're early game, because almost everything that you end up getting is replaced at some point. In the relatively near future. Guardian's OP. Wait. Aw. It's gonna crash him. But fine. You know what? I don't want to crash him. I want to crash. Boom. I'm getting close to him like it's a Revoker, as if like my RPM goes higher the closer I get. That's not the case. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Thank you for cooperating. Thank you for flying Guardian Airlines or whatever the frick I would say. Oh no! It's a hemlock. 69 viewers. Let's go. Yeah. Hold on. Get out of the way, stupid! Oh my gosh, I'm almost dead! Bruh, 167 HP. Oh, I should have died there. 100%. Okay, there's 3 guys. No, 4 guys. Get him. Mess him up. Yeah. Now there's 3 guys left and they're all on this side. Oh. No, please, you're gonna get me killed by us. I died. I didn't die because he hit me. I died because he hit the stupid head that was beside me with a radius weapon. That's the reason that I died. Because my teammate's a dummy. I'll let you die. Oh, I can't let him die because it stops working. I forgot. Should have let him die. How many meters does Guardian Crash go with Implant? If it's level 5, then 45 meters, yeah. Or no, I think it's 40 meters. Yeah, because it's base 30, yeah. This is probably closer to like... Probably closer to like 40 meters. I don't know. Don't spam. Time out. 24 hours, can't be bothered. Get smacked by Nightbot. See, here's the thing. Nightbot doesn't do that. I don't know why. It doesn't let me do message spam. The only type of spam it allows me to filter for is spam inside of a message. So, like, if you send too many caps in one message, that's there's a good chance that you're just spamming. Or if you send a bunch of emojis in one message, there's a good chance that you're spamming. And those are the only two things that Nightbot's able to detect. It's not able to detect, like, individual message spam. It's really freaking annoying. It's like the main thing that I wanted to deal with, to be honest. 42 meters for level 5? Okay, cool. I'll take your word for it. I didn't do the math, but I don't care that much. Anyway, yeah, TLJ are OP. OP for sure. For sure. I'll just use base Puma, I guess. Now, here's the question. Actually, no. I'm literally just going to use cooldown, because if I use duration, that's actually really bad for me. I don't think I have to explain why using duration would actually be a worse idea. Like, it would make my build worse. I don't think I have to explain why that's the case. So I'm not going to. Oracle 16, that's actually kind of nice. I'll take that. Have I already used Blockhorn? Yeah. Puma and Paragon, those are the last two mechs that I need to use. Puma be even more OP. More OP than Arachnos? Yeah, you know, you might be right. More OP than Arachnos? Arachnos is pretty OP. It was pretty OP. I didn't kill anybody with it, but I gave him a good stern talking to, and that's a fact. It was a talk they'll never forget. Bro is gonna one-shot me with suppressor. Please. I don't know. He doesn't see me, so according to his AI, I'm not there. Or, like, he's not going to act like I'm there. He knows where I am, obviously. He always knows where I am, but he's going to act like he doesn't know where I am. Even though any reasonable person would have used the ability that goes through walls through the wall. Robots are not reasonable. Oh, gosh. Wait. No, we're fine. Oh, yeah. OP. The P in OP stands for Puma. It's a thing. It's a little known fact that all pro gamers won't tell you. Okay. No, we're fine. It was a yell of excitement. Oh. Yeah, well. Overcharge relay swings also OP. CONTINUUM sounds like machinery not working properly. It's crazy. You're kind of not wrong, though. I can see that. Well, I can hear it. Are you okay? No, he's not okay. He's dead. He's about to be dead. Frigo. What are you shooting at? It's really weird. He just goes to stare at the wall. Man. I feel like he had deeper issues. There's some things going on with that guy. Yeah. Okay. Overdriver Puma OP. True. Combination of Overdriver Lacewing and Continuum Puma. But we don't want to go full meta here. So... You got a 10 of 10 on your history test. Let's go, dude. Nice. I don't think I've ever done that. History, to be fair, history is like my least favorite subject. Let's see. Do I have any? I want one with like... Could do the classic Paragon. Most of the Paragon skins are kind of crap, though. I could also do this one. Yeah, why not? Why not? There's a legendary version of this skin, which is basically the exact same. It looks incredibly similar. I don't remember what the difference is. But it looks incredibly similar, and then, you know, I'll just leave it. That's the end of the story. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Anyway. There needs to be, like, a Paragon sprint speed implant, right? That'd be crazy. You're so bad at history, but you got a 10 out of 10, man. I think your time of being bad at history is over. I think now you gotta be a professional now. That's just how it goes. Paragon Continuum is gonna be budgeted clips revoker. It's terrible how much sense that does and does not make at the same time. But regardless, it's gonna be great, bro. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We're not having any fun, bro. I took one look at that multi-layered shield. No, sir. Zero chance we're having fun. We're gonna sweat it instead. No fun to be had here, only pro gamer moments. Stop that. I want that Deathwalker to his ability to end first. Which it did. Yeah. Paragon the oh no! What is that? What is that? Bloop. Well, excuse me. Don't mind if I do. Stand by. We have a piece of crap to worry about. Oh, he's so close though. He's so close though. That Deathwalker's gonna fall off the edge. Oh, come on. Yeah, you know what? Frick you. One good teleport. I'll teleport underneath him, obviously. I'll teleport underneath him. You donezo, pal. Oh, that was close. That was close. I got his shield gone. I got his shield though. You can't keep me blind forever. Unless there's a cooldown modifier, which there's not. If there was a cooldown modifier, you actually could keep me blind forever. Which is terrible. Uh-oh. What do we have here? So I need to go off on this ledge and smack him, because he's a freaking idiot. Get out. 5 kills for me, 5 kills for him. He didn't really do a lot, but he was really annoying, and that's what's important. He has an Eclipse now. Yeah. Yeah, he has an Eclipse now. No surprise there. However... How in the ever would you, No, we're fine. I'm dead, clearly. Oh, but I'm not. And he's reloading. What a nerd. Ah, okay. It's close, though. Really? We kept center for a while. I'm kind of surprised that... Yeah, you know, whatever. Whatever. I don't know. I has to get in the middle. Nope, we're dead. Yeah, I saw this one die. We might lose this one. That's not good. Wait, no, he's not. He's gone. They killed him. What do we have here? What do we have? We have a little piece of crap. That's what we have. Oh. You gotta go, but you'll be back later. Okay, bye. Bro leaves as soon as I do the Paragon. I see how it is. I'm probably gonna end the stream, by the way. How to counter Strike Rocket? Mostly just like Seeker or Stealth or Dome Shield. Like he just stepped away for a second. First thing I hear when I return is, you know what, freak you. Well, I'll double down on that. Most OP build, not much against players, that's the problem. Well, it's not much against players or bots, or really anything in Mech Arena. This build would be pretty baller in, like, I don't know, Angry Birds or something. I got an MVP with it. Did I actually, though? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, yeah, look at that. You should be ashamed of yourself, you little idiot. MVP burger. Oh, fine, I'll do one more. It didn't last super long. I'm not expanding on that. Here's the thing, though. If it's bots, I'm leaving. That's the deal. I play one more, but it has to be against a player. Try to get another MVP. It's OP. Well, I have to try not to get an MVP. It's just that good. You already know. Oh, and so it begins. Hey, fellas. Hi. Oh no. Oh no. The mirror may not have stumbled upon a full PvP match. Don't worry, guys, I got your back. I got your back. Bro's like, oh, hell no. Look, you doubt. But you know what else you do? You die. You doubt, you die. Do both of them. Both of those things happen. There's an eclipse there. Is he coming up? Yeah, he wanted to. I want to kill a Revoker Eclipse with this. It'd be amazing. Oh, yeah. Freaking get out of here. What do you think about that? I'm so dead, but you know what? 1-for-1 trade on this that's fine. I'll take it. I will take that. Take that trade all freaking day, bro. Oh, he shot me. Oh, he shot me. Sorry, I'm like not talking. I'm freaking locked in. I'm locked in. Locked in and locked out. Oh, no! I wanted so bad to kill him. I wanted so badly to kill him, and I did a dumb. I did a thing that I should not have done. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Really? Really, stop. Ooh, would you cut that out? To be fair, though... Well, yeah, they just sacrifice one. They just fully sacrifice that guy just to try to kill him. So sad. Chunga's teammate? I did not see the Chunga's teammate. That's amazing. Man, if I got an MVP with that. In that match, imagine though. Imagine though. Oh no, it's kind of OP. We need to give him full player match. Well, look, in all fairness, like, these are like full meta sweats, right? So realistically, even if I had a meta hanger, I probably would only get like 1 or 2 kills with even the best of builds. So getting 1 or 2 kills with this is not too bad. I will take it. I'm surprised I got anything. I'm tempted to do another one, but there's no chance that a third match would be better than that. Like that's just peak comedy right there. Full player match. It's not going to be better than that. Even if I got a player, even if I did it again and I got a player, it would just be like it would just feel boring in comparison. I want a full PvP. I want a full PvP match. I want a rematch, bro. And I want it with this, and I want it with this. It's because Paragon's OP. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Paragon again. No. I think we peaked. I think we peaked, and it's not gonna. If we did it again, even if we got a player, like at very best, even if I was super lucky, I'd get like a 2v2, and it would still be boring by comparison. So that's pointless. Anyway, I did what I set out to do, which was try and Continuum 16 on every 32 energy mech, every heavy mech. And I did it, and it was interesting. I don't think I hit a player with all of them, but I hit a player with most of them. And, I mean, all in all, it's not a terrible weapon. I would put this, like, I don't know. Probably wherever I put it in the weapon tier list, which I don't remember exactly where it was, but it's probably roughly around there, like A tier, maybe. Low A tier, perhaps. But yeah, better than suppressor. I'm trying to think of like any other weapons that they've released. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. What's the verdict? Which mech is it best on? Whichever one's the most meta, I mean, realistically. Probably Blockhorn. No, I'd say probably Blockhorn. Blockhorn or Deathwalker. I mean, Deathwalker's obvious because it does well with everything. It's like saying a weapon does well with Surge. Like, yeah, but besides that, I'd say probably Blockhorn's one of the better ones for the 16s anyway. Guardian did really well too, but that was against bots. I'm not sure. Not sure if that's something I would be able to replicate very easily. Can you honor Chungus with Continuum 12s? I'm pretty sure I used that the last, like when I did the Continuum 12 stream. Panther did decent as well, yeah. But Blockhorn's kind of better because Blockhorn can kind of counter like Eclipse and Surge. Because the barrier is like it's a physical object, so they have to try to get around it, and you deal a stupid amount of damage by the time they get around it. And also it blocks like EMP effects, so the Surge can't just like full bum rush you, right? So Blockhorn's like significantly better than Panther. But yeah, Panther's at least the barrier's up for longer. We need to see the mighty beast come out of the cage. Look, this is a sometimes food. This is a dessert, a snack. You can't have it all the time. All right. Can't have it all the time. I think that's a good. It's the freaking. Not that one. This one. It's a good place to leave it off. I got the most kills out of the entire team, and I'm pretty sure 2 of them were with the Paragon. Also, one of their guys quit, and they still absolutely swiped the floor with us, which is not surprising, but it is sad. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Take care.